Hi guys, today's Q&A is about something common to many of us. We've waited and waited, some for many years for medbeds, Nasara, and prosperity to occur. Most of us have had catastrophic losses, either of loved ones or financially, and we are wondering if any of it's true. I can tell you that the science is there, and I have good sources that have witnessed the medbeds, and I don't just bite at anything. So I believe the medbeds, the RV, and Nasara Gasara are all possible. The question that we all have is when. I want you to remember that Trump has only been in office 1 month. How many people have you seen assemble a qualified team of experts who are on the cutting edge of space travel and natural health in 30 days? Can you think of anybody more qualified than Elon Musk to lead us into extraterrestrial exploration? How many presidents have enacted and repealed so many laws standing in the way of progress in their first month? Now the evidence is being gathered to put the deep state puppets away. We always heard we're almost there. Boy, do I get that, but when you think about it, based on some alt-news podcasters, we were expecting the military to march in any day and make things right overnight. It never sounded quite right, but we wanted to believe it so badly, so we went on faith. So basically, we were all victims of misinformation, which may or may not have been deliberate. So we need to forget that. It's not happening that way. But the core technological, financial, and vibrational advancements are still in our near future. So I urge everyone to not give up. I also urge you to be the change that you wish to see. Intensify that love in your heart. Have empathy and send that healing love out to those who need it. Feel that energy emanating from you like a field around you, and send some to a very special person that needs it right now. I wasn't able to determine if at Sea Tahoe one is a male or female, so I'm just going to let the AI decide for us. So here is Sea Tahoe 1, a kindred soul. First, let me ask you to help me out with the channel and share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to also hit the bell so that you are notified of new video uploads, and if you'd like to leave a super thanks tip, it's under the 3 dots below the video. So let's see what Sea Tahoe 1 had to say.
I lost everything during all the years medbeds and all of this was supposed to take place. Now I just unexpectedly lost my significant other of 17 years. I am now facing homelessness on Social Security disability with inflated PTSD. I'm walking everywhere for my errands because my older car broke again, right after the death. I cannot afford to take Uber or Lyft. I'm hanging on by a thread. God help me, and everyone barely hanging on right now. I cannot even sleep with all the stress and have no idea where I will end up now, but I have nobody left.
Tahoe, I'm so sorry for your loss. I think that's what upsets me the most is the loss of our loved ones waiting for this. We can make money again and we can rebuild homes, but the loss of our loved ones is irrevocable. I lost my mom, dad, and 3 pets over this. Have a sister and her husband with cancer now. I wish I could give you a big hug because I feel your pain, and it hurts me and many other empaths on the channel. You are not alone. Close your eyes and talk to your love, and when they communicate back, don't dismiss it. Telepathic communication is very subtle, and we often tend to shrug it off. I have learned to listen. I don't know why, Tahoe, but I feel like you are going to get through this okay. I have a good friend who has been through so much. A man that wouldn't allow her to heal with breast cancer. Then she caught her second husband messing around on her. Then finally she found an old love and they were so happy. Sadly, she found him dead on the floor 1 year later. This is one of the sweetest women I know, and in all the years I've known her, she's never said an unkind word about anyone. I asked her to come to my home and we spent wonderful time together. She was more devastated than I've ever seen this beautifully positive spirit. She was so beat down. She wanted to find answers so badly for any of it, and I was so sad for her. We talked a lot. I showed her the area, hoping she would move close by. We walked on the beach and sat at sunset. And right there, as we sat and watched the sun go down, an orb flitted around the water's edge for some time. That was the moment that she realized that the love of her life was still with her. She chose a job in another area, but she absolutely loves it, and she's herself again. She's traveling, and she has no time to think about dating. And maybe that's what she needs for a while. If life were on a merit system, this lady should have everything. And while she made some good investments and is not at risk of being homeless, I'm sure she'd give up every dime to have him back for just one day. It took time for her to heal, but you will get through this too. You will always treasure your love, and please know that your mate is watching over you. I also had a collapse after my dad's death. It was very traumatic for me due to family drama and infighting. Imagine, my dad was overdosed on a heart medicine after surviving cancer twice and a pulmonary embolism. I was the one that identified the overdose, and it took a week of him being in the hospital for me to convince them that it was the heart drug. Finally, I had the hospital pharmacy support, and the doctors decided to put him on a drug to accelerate the removal of the amiodarone. He told me that he wanted to fight. I had a family member come in and convinced my mom to put him on comfort measures of morphine and Ativan, which suppressed his breathing, and he was dead that night. His doctor told me that they have never identified the overdose potential of the drug before, and that I will save a lot of lives by catching it. I told him that I was only trying to save one life, and I couldn't. To be clear, my dad was given an antibiotic that interacted with the amiodarone, causing atrial fibrillation. They rushed him to the hospital before we could get there and hit him with a bolus of more amiodarone, because that was the standard protocol for AFib. So are you getting this? The drug that treated AFib actually caused it, and they didn't know it until he died. They literally killed my dad with more drugs, and I couldn't do a thing about it. It took me a very long time to come to peace with it. The entire event was very traumatic. As a pharmacist, I couldn't stop the system from killing my father with their drugs. And believe me, it happens a lot more than you think. In my experience, the various effects of the drugs on your body is oftentimes worse than the condition itself. For me, it was a down period of 10 years, but we are literally at a precipice that is going to change life on our planet. Our loved ones won't be there to enjoy it with us in body, but their spirit is with us always if we open up and embrace them. Somewhere I read that if you want to know what death is like, it is having no senses at all. Imagine, no smell, touch, feel, taste, or sight. You have no thought because the brain is gone, but you still feel, you still sense, you still have vibrational energy. So you can't speak or touch anyone and vice versa, but the spirit or soul is still there, and that's what we love the most. You may want to try some quiet time connecting. It gives me great peace to know that my loved ones are around me. I don't know what your state laws are, but I am very much into natural medicines, and if your state has medical marijuana, you may want to try it. It's excellent for PTSD. You can use CBD gummies, which doesn't alter your mind, or you can go with very low doses of THC if you don't have to drive a lot. We have come a long way from reefer madness misinformation campaigns, and a lot of study has been done on the health effects of marijuana. You might want to do a little research on it. Till then, hang on, my friend. There are lots of amazing people that will be sending you healing love after they watch this video. So put it out there to the universe as you have. And one day you are going to see this all as a distance memory as part of your path to evolution. All my best to you.